is he? He is me. Hi, I'm Rafi Redswan. This is he. Here is my chance to share some amazing stories with some amazing people that are inspiring to me. He celebrates everyday people of everyday life. He revolves around conversations that inspire others to change the world and make a difference in life, with a little bit of laughter and a whole lot of drama. Join me for personal stories and experiences on health and healing, successes and failures, recovery and discovery, anything relatable, and anything in between. He elevates us to rise again and live our very best life. Just so you know, you are not alone. He is with you. Dia
Yeah,
senang je guna kawan-kawan selebriti dia pop terus follower dia 40,000 macam tu.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yang
that's
I
true.
sampai hari
Yeah.
ni
No, betul, betul, betul.
susah. Lepas tu si
Tengoklah,
Emilia
maybe
hand
maybe you next season I tolong tanya kawan I.
Kohinoor propels on a quest to live her life through a spiritual and self love journey. In this episode, he opens up the conversation with her on living and loving every moment in life through her experiences and how she appreciates herself wholeheartedly to discover the beauty of self love and gratitude. Behind her kind and loving soul, this is the story where she sees, accepts, and moves past her reflection to explore the freedom to be who she aspires to be and embrace her authentic self with gratification. Living her life takes on a spiritual journey that resembles an understanding of what it means to find herself again and heal from the challenges she endured. Most importantly, she recognized that life is here to serve a purpose. The purpose is to live. This is her story. Hi, Kohinoor.
Hi, Riffy. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
You're,
Weather's a bit hot and cold, hot and cold.
yes, it's been raining on my side, and I quite like rain, but I'm worried of the flood.
I know. Yeah,
You know?
that's the sad part about rain. Otherwise, it's very romantic, isn't it?
Exactly. Yes, yes. I love romantic, romantic,
Don't we
romantic.
all?
That's why we're gonna talk about live your life and and self love. I think that is my definition of romantic.
That's true. That's true. There's
Yeah,
no better romance than a romance with yourself.
indeed, indeed. So I hope this conversation is about how you live and loving every moment through your experiences, inspiring someone to appreciate life and discover the beauty of gratitude. And this will be your self-love journey and how you found every reason to live life to the fullest. What is the meaning of live your life according to you?
According to me, well, I would say live your life is to follow your passion. Do whatever you do with a lot of love. Do everything with love and passion from the heart.
Yeah, I think from the heart is the key point here. Is to live
Yes.
through the meaning of life through your heart. Mhm,
You should follow, and one should also have, uh,
mhm.
when living their passions and also while living their lives.
I may have lived a life before, so so that was the
Ooh,
past. That was the past that I have lived. But if you were to ask me what is my definition of live my life,
hmm,
well, for now, there's nothing I can change about it. That I have a kid, that I'm a stay-at-home parent. I take care of him every day, and then there is this life I wish to live, but I couldn't live anymore.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, and also because I wouldn't say I'm stuck here because taking care of my son. I mean, I love taking care of my son, but talking about live your life, for me, I had that life
Hmm.
that I did not regret,
Hmm.
but I wonder what would my future be if I were to live my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think everything changes like circumstance based on circumstances, right? Like different phases. We all go through different phases in life and all.
Mm.
And I think the more we age and the older we get, the boundaries become tougher, right? The
Yes,
rules of
yes.
society becomes tougher. What is acceptable, what is not acceptable by society. It all changes over time. It evolves, right?
Yeah.
And
Would you say it's limiting as well? Like
for
I feel it's
myself,
limited. Yeah.
yes, I definitely say it is limited.
Mhm.
It's limited to also based on the fact what your body can take at this age, right? Like
Yeah, yeah.
perhaps for you, you could have gone out, had a late night before. Now you have a kid, right?
Hmm.
So you probably can't do that and wake up in the morning as early and be totally functional, right?
Yeah, right.
To
That
do with
totally.
circumstance, yeah, yeah.
And now I'm 37 this year. I feel like I'm tired. I really am. I'm tired. Like I wake up, I don't feel, I feel good about myself, but I don't feel, I don't know. I feel tired. Like I feel like whether I'm dying soon or
You feel the
I feel like that.
pandemic has a lot to do with that as well? Because I certainly think so.
Maybe, yeah, maybe it could be that too. But starting over, I would say that for me, is starting over something that, I think for me that I've lost myself in the past. When I said I lost it, means I no longer work.
Yeah,
Okay, I lost my financial freedom. Well, I have my set of financial freedom, but it's no longer something that I earn anymore. You know what I mean?
right. Yes.
So that is very hard for me to accept the fact that I don't want to say that I am a nobody, but that what makes, if I say that, what would it be for other people? You know what I
Yes.
mean?
I mean, you're so
So I don't,
inspiring for the rest of us, right? So, like, it's not fair for you to be so hard on
yes,
yourself.
yes. So I don't want to say the word nobody, but I feel like that. I feel like I don't serve a purpose despite taking care of my son or the household or my family, for example. you know so I envision you and I see your Instagrams. You go to Turkey. I think you did beautiful things, and I think you envision a beautiful life in in the motto of live your life.
It's all what you channel. I think
Yeah,
life is what you make out of it, honestly.
yeah, yeah.
We all have different journeys, different battles that we're fighting, different emotions on a day to day. But it's important, like I said, what do what you want to do with your passion, right? When you're doing
Yeah,
what you need to do with passion and it's from your heart and you have to do it every day, you enjoy doing it. It doesn't matter that, like, oh, perhaps it's not financially beneficial, perhaps, right? As
yeah,
doing something else. But if that's what you feel makes you happy, then do it, because
yeah.
those rewards always come in the long term. That's how I look at life.
Yes, thank
Amos
you for
has.
reminding me. Thank you.
Yes, my pleasure. It's a
Now,
long-term process, because when you become
true.
so good at what you do, because you're giving it 100%, right? Then it definitely materialized. That's how I look at things. I'm very optimistic. I'm also positive about it.
Mhm.
And even if it doesn't, right, you've at least given it 100%. Whenever
You're
you do
right.
something, give it your best.
And how do you see yourself move past your reflection through your self-love journey?
How do I see myself? Well, there's different phases of myself, different personas of myself, actually. Um, and how do I see myself? Um, I'm not gonna lie. There along the way, and there are moments where I'm confused myself. I think it's this past 30s or this adulting, that I've gone into, especially last couple of years, right? So how do I see myself? I see myself as a very strong-headed person, I
Huh?
would say. There are certain things and that I've encountered along the way that have made me very tough. From a bubbly, ditzy personality, maybe I have slightly changed. So how do I see myself? Is still somebody who's very honest and Um, and very grounded, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
believe so. I believe so. I think you are very grounded from the moment I saw you and I met you. I think you see what you get, sort of.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
blunt. Some people can't take it. Honesty is often
yeah,
very hard. Truth is painful.
yeah. Yes, yes, that's true.
Yeah.
But
Being able to speak your mind is a sense of freedom. And I think I'm
it
one
did.
who does speak my mind quite often.
Yes, yes. And Kohinoor, I speak a lot of freedom as well in my podcast. I think freedom
Yes,
is
you do.
something that is basic human rights.
Correct. Yeah.
It's more than just to freedom itself. It's what relates to it, what
Yeah.
comes with it, and how do you use your freedom,
Yes. I mean, you have to
and
use it for good. Like, I think what you're doing is great.
yeah.
Because when we listen to your podcast, sometimes we're confused or, we don't know what to do. Are we struggling alone? And when we listen to your podcast, like, oh, when we're not struggling alone, others are going
Mhm.
through it. But, as they
Yeah.
say, validation should come from yourself, not another person. But it helps a
Yes.
lot.
Yes.
It helps to
Yes.
adulting.
Adulting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Adulting. Adulting. Huh?
Yeah, adulting. Oh yeah, I mean like growing up. Yeah.
Oh my God. Do you still wish that, when you look back at your childhood, do you wish that you were a kid?
Yes, I
Yeah,
do.
you
Where
do?
all my
You do?
problems are just glitter pens and
Ah,
I grew up in Sabah, so my
uh-huh.
childhood was quite simple and easy.
Yeah.
A weekend is what going to the beach, going to an island, jumping in the ocean, things like that. We had simple goals where like
Yeah.
get yourself educated, come back, go into your job or something. It was easier, a lot
Yeah.
easier, I would say. And
Yes. And what inspires you to do what you do in life?
um well, I don't know. I often stumble on things, honestly. Like I'm working on something else, but another
Mhm.
opportunity comes along, and if I feel it's the right one, I embark on it actually. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think, but I'm more artistic. So like, I,
Yes. Yes.
yeah, I like interior design, and like my last venture was I had a F&B venture, and
Mhm.
my passion was a lot to do with the interior design of the place, and
Mm.
curating dishes that were appealing to the eye.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm more on the artsy side actually.
Mm. And I understand also where you're coming from when you mentioned that when you do things according to how you feel,
Yeah,
it's something that I would do too.
yeah,
Like I feel that this is for me and you love it. And of course, there are along the way, for me, in my experience, there will be some setbacks,
yep,
failures as well.
definitely, yep,
Like it didn't work out for me. Like I started a blog like
mm-hmm.
20 years ago. It
Yeah,
never worked. But finally, this time when Instagram has music and all these
exactly.
reels, it's just fit into my podcast kind of set,
Yeah, and now print is kind of like dying off, right? So
Dying off.
like,
Yes.
yeah, new age
Bec-
media is your forte.
yes, new age media.
Yeah.
So I feel like, wow, I think when you say also about how times evolve, things change along the way. When the right time comes for you, it will
Mhm.
just happen naturally with all the work and all the effort you put into.
Yes, for sure. I believe that for
Yeah.
everybody, especially. What is your
Okay.
calling? It's important to know what's your calling.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Somebody once
And
told me, 33 is the last age for you to know what is your calling. I don't agree with
oh,
that
yeah, me
completely.
too. Me too. I've seen people who are older, like in their 60s,
Yeah.
finally won a Golden Globe.
Yes,
It
exactly.
was Michelle Yeoh, and
Yeah.
I'm so happy for her. Like
I know. She's an
a
amazing
dream.
actress.
Oh, it's amazing. And finally, she was recognized in that way.
Yeah, very true.
Suddenly, everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yeah.
all the stars taking pictures with her, like she is the idol
I
for
mean, she's always been
all.
a star, right, for us Malaysians.
For us Malaysian, we adore
Yeah.
her.
First one I watched was, I think it was Memoirs of the Geisha. Memoirs
And
of
what
the
was it,
Geisha.
Kesha? For
I think
me,
so. I cannot recall. Memoirs of the Geisha is
uh,
quite old.
quite old, yeah.
Yeah.
My first exposure of her was James Bond.
Mm.
And then after James Bond, I found out that she made movie with Jackie Chan, The Police
Yeah.
Story, and whatnot. And then she came out with a lot of movies, like including the Memoirs of Geisha. So when I saw her billboards,
Yeah.
Memoir of Geishas in London, I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, that's Malaysian. At the time, it's not so
Yeah.
much. She's Tan Sri now, by the way.
Yes. Oh,
Tan
my
Sri
mistake.
Michelle Yeoh.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Michelle.
it's okay.
True.
Tan Sri Michelle Yeoh. But I think because this is American podcast, we can just call her Michelle Yeoh.
True.
I'm just kidding.
We might have too much freedom.
This is hilarious. No, no, no.
Sempat lagi.
Sempat lagi.
I think you just cut this part off.
Yeah, I would cut the Tan Sri and the Datuk part lah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, yeah, the kelakar part. It's so
Michelle
funny.
Yeoh. How we lari from this to Michelle Yeoh somehow.
Hilarious. Okay, now, how does this motto in life has changed you as a person, and how do you embrace it?
I think I've become rather spiritual lately
Mhm,
in the last year, and that has helped me with understanding better what live your life means,
mhm.
and it helps ground me and guide me in the right direction of what I
Wow,
yeah.
wow, wow! That's a good answer.
I'm sorry, that's the truth.
It's a really good answer. I hardly get spiritual
Yeah,
sort of
I'm
answer because spiritual is very important in healing.
yeah, because I have embarked on a spiritual journey with
Mm-hmm,
myself and for
mm-hmm,
the last year and understood what it meant, further.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's a sensitive topic to talk about, but like prayer has helped, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, 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 yeah. This is something that might be surprising to you. When I was
Mm,
in the States, in rehab in the States, one of the key elements in healing is spiritual.
yeah, it
And
is.
they will ask us every day, how do you feel spiritually?
Yeah.
If it's praying,
Hmm.
or if it's
Meditation.
meditation will help you to feel better, they will encourage you to do it. They would not be like just medicine or drugs or whatever.
Yes, yes.
Because I took medication, I took some prescription drugs,
Hmm.
and along with that, it's the therapy, it's the spiritual stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I'm not surprised that, you know, that is something would help people too to find
yeah.
themselves in.
It's true. It helps a lot in self-love. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially for those who are going through trauma, I
Mhm,
would highly recommend to ground yourself spiritually. It really
mhm,
helps. No doubt the
mhm,
modern methods of having therapy,
mhm.
and chatting about it, they do help as well. But the
Yeah.
part of self-love, right, is
Mhm.
your self-love journey. I think spiritual work has to be done within yourself and to be able to heal and
Yes,
move
well said.
past, and to
Yeah.
move past to be, you'll never be who you are before like the trauma
Mhm,
happened,
mhm,
you'll never go
mhm.
back to being that person because that person doesn't exist anymore,
True. Yeah, it
there's
doesn't.
yeah, this it's a new person that's trying to be born. So you tend to get lost in between that process sometimes in understanding who you are,
Mhm,
But
mhm,
uh, spirituality, I think, will help you just allow this new person to be born and allow
mhm,
you to breathe it in and just
mhm.
let what the universe has to offer.
Yeah, 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 and just almost like letting, not letting go, but letting it, um, let the
Go with the
universe serve.
flow, you know?
Yeah, go with the flow. Indeed, indeed.
Yeah.
That would be the most ideal um, answer to that.
Situation. And
Yeah,
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
of course there's a lot of external circumstances, right? For
Mhm,
different people. And yeah, there's your day-to-day life. Some may not have the privilege of time, right, to
mhm,
seek of course, I mean, you can make time for spirituality, in a day, but not everybody has the liberty of like hours and hours of time, right, to
mhm,
spend going into spirituality. And um, but it's a process I would definitely recommend to a lot of
mhm.
people. It has really helped me
Yes, yes.
in
And
deciding things and knowing my direction as well.
mhm. But how has it been for you going into your spiritual journey? The reason I ask is that for me personally, I feel sometimes it's hard for me to do
Meditate.
some. Yes, because
Mhm.
malas. I'm tired. Like
Yeah,
malas nyo, or you know, I
yeah.
cannot put my mind into it.
No, I think it takes a lot of practice, or
Mm-hmm.
sometimes when you hit a roadblock already and you have no other option, right?
Mm-mm.
Um, you know, and you realize that, okay, I need a solution or I need to know, but there's clutter, you got to declutter. Like for myself, I always believe in meditating even for 10 minutes, right, is when I cannot deal with like day to day already, right, and my mind
Mm-hmm.
is cluttered because you have 1 million things a day to like do, right? So if what there's this prayer, right, which is religious, then
Mm-hmm.
there's well, now I think we're speaking about meditation on a spiritual sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you
Mm-hmm.
can just take like 10 minutes or 5 minutes, just shut off and
Mm.
reset,
Yes.
and you tend to get clarity. It really helps. I know it's easier said than done, but when you make it a habit, you realize, oh my God, like it does help. You start with baby steps, maybe five
Mm-hmm.
minutes, 2 minutes,
Mm-mm.
that's how I would say, like for you, if you feel you malas, start with 2 minutes, yeah, I think two
Mm-mm.
minutes.
Yeah.
I'll
Yes.
force you to go 2 minutes.
Yes. Yes. And just start doing it. Go at your own pace and understand
Yeah.
the journey.
Yes. It's
Can
a lot of
and
mental
yeah.
training also
Yes.
connected with this. You have to
Mm.
be mentally strong, willpower, discipline. It's
Mm-mm.
I sound like I'm going all over the place, but these elements all like are
Mm.
interrelated because you tend to fight your mind and your thoughts. You have to fight
Mm-hmm.
your thoughts. It's not an
Mm-hmm.
easy battle.
Mm-hmm.
But through being meditation, I would say it's rather possible
Yes. Yes.
slowly.
Yes. I couldn't agree more with that. I think I personally need to be more disciplined towards practicing. Yeah. Understanding that why
Yeah,
are you doing it?
yeah,
I think hearing it from you, explaining this spiritual journey, why you're doing it and everything, I think you understood why you're doing it and you get that.
yeah.
You know
Because
what I
I'm
mean?
confused. Yeah, I
Yeah.
sometimes I get confused. I don't
Yeah.
know where,
Yeah.
what. And you sit and then you are able to realize what of my life that I want to live.
Mm,
When you
mm-mm,
encounter a bad thing, like there are people who say, oh, I'm getting depressed, right?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Even for ourselves, there are days we're all negative and down and upset,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yes.
And then you got to tell yourself, perhaps, maybe when you meditate, I think it's easier to do this, right? Close your
Mm-hmm,
eyes, but put a question to yourself. What has life done to me that's made me so upset? And you
mm-hmm,
close your eyes and you go into it. That's when you
mm,
realize that you remove certain factors, you remove this, you remove that. It's not
mm,
that hard.
mm,
The journey is for you to create.
mm. Wow, that is the most one of the most beautiful things I've heard in my interviews. Wow.
Oh wow.
Wow.
I'm speaking through my heart. I mean, like, all in
Wow.
all honesty.
Oh, it makes me cry.
Oh,
Okay. Anyway.
I'm gonna get you to meditate. You know, honestly, spirituality, like meditation, or there's a lot of jumbled up emotions in this,
Yeah. I
um
question like why, why this
I do
isn't
that
my
too a
life,
lot.
and the more I resent it, the more I don't want to do it. You know what I mean?
Yes, betul
And then
betul.
when you tell me to understand and just take practice and feel it, and it's okay to question, be confused, you
Yeah.
know, I think whatever God or belief that we believe in, we all
Mm-hmm.
have a purpose in life,
Betul. Yes, that's
right?
very. That's
It's,
one big step. You have just
oh,
set the biggest step into going to the next uh, phase. I would say, because you already know that. At least you recognize that there are some people that are so far along the lines that they don't even
yeah.
recognize that they are here to. There's a purpose because. I think self-love, you cannot just say, oh, I love myself, I'm happy, I'm happy. Yes, a lot of us say it, we're happy, we smile, we laugh, right? But
Mm-mm,
there are
mm-mm.
see, like, why you cried, perhaps it's now you share it because inside, like you're frustrated.
Yeah, very. I'm
It
happy
isn't,
also
yeah,
that I have a son, a lot of things to be
yeah,
grateful for at the same time. But also, I think it's okay for us to feel upset about certain things so that we can just get better with our life or ourselves,
yes. You have
right?
to accept their emotions in order to
Mm,
move to the next one. Why am I upset about it? I'm upset about this. What can I do to change it? You know,
yes, yeah,
when you're upset about something, you feel life is really difficult, right?
yeah, yeah.
um why is my life so hard, you know replace that thought with a positive thought, and what can I do to change it? And then it's
Mm-mm,
macam it turns around, it's like ting 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 ting, there's a light.
mm-mm,
And
mm-mm.
you think it's a light, and I think, yeah, and you realize, oh, I could take these steps to change my life. I can do this, be it small or big, be it slow. It doesn't have to
Yeah,
be overnight. But once you start taking those steps, you realize that it becomes better and better. You're happy because you're working towards changing it and making it
yes,
the life you want to live.
yes. Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. It will take more time, perhaps, can to get the life I or you or we want to live, but I
Yeah.
think it worth investing on, right? It's worth
Yes,
investing on.
invest your time in
Mm.
yourself. If you do not want to do something, don't do it. If somebody
Yeah.
says something to you and you're uncomfortable with it, withdraw
Mhm.
yourself.
Yes.
Do what even if it means you end up being lonely and have
Mhm.
nobody else,
Mhm.
it's okay
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you go into this process where you start very slowly. You can make different friends. You can
Yeah.
mix with different people socially. It doesn't matter. But
Yes.
if you're not comfortable, you have to be, like, I would say, maybe happy 24/7.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
important in the healing process to
Process.
surround yourself with that, because otherwise you get frustrated by little things, and you
Yes.
can't focus on the actual picture, on living your life, living the life you want to live, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You're
I
absolutely
mean,
right.
this goes back to, like I said, meditate, to figure
Meditate.
out what makes you happy, things like that.
Yes. Yes. Beautifully said, Kohinoor.
Thank you.
Beautifully. I'm like, I'm stunned. Like,
I'm just telling the truth. I'm not trying to like give advice here.
but, but going towards that, I think we
Yeah.
all face some form of challenges. What would your biggest challenge in life would be?
My biggest challenge in life. Oh, I dare not speak too soon, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I still have several challenges, which I would say not challenges, are obstacles. I've
yes,
had a lot of obstacles in my life. I've not had an easy life. To say the biggest challenge, let's put a relatable one, is adulting.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Adulting is hard, I think.
Hard.
This
Yeah,
process of, like I said, shedding of what we were, carefree, young, and going into, I'm a full-blown adult. These are my commitments.
yes,
That's that's a rather big challenge, you
yeah.
know.
You're very. I think that is a challenging thing in life is to adult. To adult
Yeah.
is just more than, I think it's more than just being responsible, but to to see every corner of your life to make sure that you are okay so that others are okay too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's adulting to me. And why is it challenging? It's because what you do, for example, or what I
Mm-hmm.
do, um, if I continue to not change myself and be better, it would
Mm-hmm.
affect myself and other people.
Yeah.
So, in order for me to change, I need to accept that this is me and I
Yes.
cannot change my past, and I'll be okay with it. And I can get on, or just get on with life, but also to embrace it and move forward so that I think we can eventually live the life we want.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think another big challenge for me is accepting that not everyone or my surroundings cannot be the way I would like it ideally to be, you know?
Yes.
Let's
Yes.
be more real, right?
Yes.
Let's
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because I strongly believe in honesty. It's one of my biggest principles, and I've come to realize that honesty and integrity is not very common in this day and
Mhm.
age. Um,
Yeah.
be it from something small or big, but it's difficult, and I find that a challenge when I deal with this on a day-to-day basis,
Uh-huh.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. As an entrepreneur and all, I would say it's difficult, because you feel sometimes when you encounter things and you're like, wait a second, I did everything honestly and on the table, right? And
Mm.
then you go around and you come to realize, well, not everybody's doing it the same way as you, and you're like, oh no, I've wasted so much
Mm.
time in my day, or I've wasted
Yeah.
so much time on this. So I think that's a big challenge for me. Maybe I
Yes.
I don't know, I could have lived in a bubble, or like I said, I come from Sabah, my smaller town mentality. I don't know.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But that makes so much sense to me. I think it's important to also acknowledge that. I think you
Mm,
acknowledge that. I think that's very important towards
yeah,
leading the life for you to live.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it's not
yeah,
to be in denial. It's to be honest
yeah, you know?
to what the truth is as well. I think coming to your
Yes,
truth, it's also almost for me. It's like coming to my truth and accepting me for who I am. And I think
exactly.
when I accept myself, I see that people starting to accept me more
Yeah,
than people trying to reject me.
yeah. You tend to it doesn't bother you anymore,
Yes,
once you
yeah,
start when you fully and wholeheartedly accept it yourself, it doesn't bother you anymore, You're like,
yeah,
if that's what you think, it's okay. That's what you
yeah,
think. It's all right with me,
yeah. But honestly, Kohinoor, it takes some time for me
Yes.
to 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 get there, to accept myself, to learn about myself, and to be, you
Yeah.
know, uh, you know, uh, tolerant of certain things. You know.
Yeah, it's a like I said, it's a journey, not like I've had the liberty of time, right? To
Mm,
do work on this elements of myself,
mm,
um, and go into spirituality. Not everyone has the liberty of time, to do it
mm,
day in, day out, and things like that. But yeah, because we live such hectic lives, right? And
yeah,
it's not easy.
yeah,
And like I said, step by step, slowly. But I
yeah.
think, you've already done so.
Yes, slowly,
Yeah, you're
slowly.
already on
Yes,
that path.
yes. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Now, what is your message to anyone struggling to live a more meaningful and purposeful life?
Do everything from the heart.
Okay. Yeah. Well said.
Meaningful and purposeful, right?
Yeah.
Meaningful and purposeful from the heart. When your heart
Mm,
is clean and pure, have a clean heart, right?
mm,
Um, Practice things like honesty and all. You'll be surprised. Life becomes so much more meaningful and also purposeful. We are
yeah.
all put on this earth to serve a purpose. What is your purpose?
Yes.
You know?
And then,
Yeah.
yeah, question that, and then you'll be able to find it.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Yeah.
what's meaningful to me may not be meaningful to the next person, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it could be
Yeah.
for me, it could be maybe traveling the world or helping maybe the homeless, right? To the
Mm.
next person, being meaningful could be, oh, I want, 8 figures in my bank balance so I can help
Ooh.
the world as well, right? It could be
Yeah.
different levels, right?
Yes.
So,
Okay.
yeah, but it's important to sit down there and do everything passionately, and these answers will come to everybody.
Yes. As you go. As you go
Yeah,
with the flow, go with the flow, sort of.
yeah, go with the flow,
Go with
but
the
do it
flow.
passionately. Do it from
Yeah.
the heart. You know
Yes.
what they say in Malay, ikhlas.
Ikhlas, sincerely.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sincerely. Yeah,
Sincerely.
sincerely.
Well said. What are your words of wisdom you hold on to make a difference in life?
Ooh, um, to make a difference in life. It
Yeah.
sounds a bit cliche, but I think
Yeah.
um live well. Hold on. Live well, laugh often, and love always.
Yes.
It's very basic. But when you go, I think I've seen you put that in a
Yeah.
podcast, right?
Hey, it was supposed to be yours.
I
I'm so
know.
sorry.
No,
I'm
I have a
so
few.
sorry.
I know.
Episode was created exclusively for you. Lepas tu I macam alamak, the timing lari kan, and then I'm like, okay, tak apalah. We'll
Okay,
do
I
some.
saw that too.
Yeah.
We can
Okay.
always do
Okay.
joint episodes, but I have a few, honestly,
Yeah.
Rafi, a few words of wisdom. I
Ah.
have romantic words of wisdom as well, which is
Ah.
like, do
Say
not
it. Yeah.
lie, steal, or cheat. If you have to
Okay.
lie, lie with me all the nights away. If you have to steal,
Yes.
steal only my heart. If you have to cheat,
Oh.
um, cheat your cheat death. That's what it is. Cheat death
Ah.
and live
Yeah.
all. Love me till end of time. I'm a hopeless
Very
romantic.
nice. Very nice. Now, Kohinoor, before we end the conversation, what are
Yes.
your hopes and dreams for yourself and for the world?
Um, I shall we never go through another pandemic again?
I
Yeah,
like that. I really
I
do.
think that's
Yeah.
very real one. I have to be a bit
Very.
realistic
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, ideally, world peace, right? And
Mhm.
my hopes and dreams for the world may, I don't know. There are many hopes and dreams, right? Do you
Uh-huh.
want a pageant answer? I'll give you a pageant
Yeah.
answer.
A pageant answer. Well,
May
I'm gonna.
every individual in the world, who has a job and who earns, contribute to ending world hunger. That's my hopes
Yes.
and dreams.
Well said, Kohinoor. I think you are an inspiration to me. I'm so glad that we have this conversation. I think I admire your answers so much that I think you are worthy, and I love you for who you
Thank
are.
you. Thank you.
Y- Nothing of what we know is who we are, and I think you
Yeah.
represent the beauty, the true beauty, and in everything that you do. Thank you, Kohinoor.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Rafi. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to chat with me and allowing me to express everything freely.
Yes, and I hope people find the light in this conversation.
I hope so too. It's okay. The next one probably be with you.
Yes.
Meditation.
Thank you for listening to He. A new episode is available every Thursday, and don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. We'd love to hear from you. Follow me on social media at Rafi Ridzwan and at He Podcast for all the updates and behind the scenes. Once again, thank you for listening to He with Rafi Ridzwan.